and welcome back to another Crocktober recipe. So in today's video we are going to make pulled pork apple cider sandwiches. This is another very easy, low cost recipe that my family absolutely loves. So if you guys are not subscribed, consider subscribing. Hit that little notification bell so you guys will be notified of all of my future uploads. So excited to share this video with you. Here's an overview of everything you're going to need. Honestly, you guys, it's beyond simple. So we're going to need some apple cider vinegar. So I picked up this one, any apple cider. I just got the raw and unfiltered apple cider vinegar. And then you're going to need some apple cider. Also, you will need some thyme and some basil, along with a few cloves of garlic. We're going to use pork again. I feel like I have a theme going this last week with pork, but pork is so inexpensive, you guys. So this is the boneless petite pork shoulder roast. It's got 18 grams of protein per serving, and I paid $3.84 for this pork. So I mean, this is really budget friendly. And then we are also going to need some coleslaw. This is going to go on top of the pork in a sandwich, as well as this bread. So we love the ciabatta bread. We got this, I think I got this at Walmart, and they're pretty inexpensive. I want to say it's like $1.98 to like $2.50, kind of just depending on the brand that you do get. But you guys, this is so good. So let's start getting my pork roast ready. We're going to put it in the slow cooker, and I'll take you step by step on how to make this really yummy Crocktober meal.
So this is such a simple recipe. So this is the pork shoulder roast I picked. So you can get a bigger one or smaller one, just depends on how big your family is. So you want to take your thyme and your basil and also garlic. And what we're going to do is I just sprinkle the thyme leaves all over the pork roast. So I'll sprinkle it over the top, the bottom, the sides. Just make sure that you get it all over the place. And then we are going to switch to the basil. I wash my hands in between all of this so that I'm nice and clean. And then we'll have the basil. And what I do is just kind of sprinkle all over the pork. So it honestly, in this recipe, you just eyeball it. Just depends on you and how much herbs you want on your pork sandwiches. Then we're also going to do some pepper. I have a little bit of pepper left, so I'm trying to use that up. So sprinkle some pepper, get it all over, and then also you want to add salt. I used pink salt for this one, but you can definitely use any type of salt that you want. And then just sprinkle it all over. This recipe is really easy. It just kind of depends on you and how much you want to use. So I used about 5 cloves of garlic, and I have this little garlic press. I got this at the Dollar Tree. So what you want to do is just kind of go all over and put it on the bottom, the top, the sides, and then you just want to rub everything in so it's all in there and ready to put in your slow cooker. So these ingredients are super easy, and it really does make the pork, I think, taste really, really good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add apple juice or apple cider, depending. I usually do about 3 to 4 cups, and then we're also going to add apple cider vinegar. Now it just depends on you guys. So I would use between a half a cup to 2 cups, just depending on whether you guys like apple cider vinegar or not. Kind of the waiting game of the slow cooker, which I love. So after it's almost done, what I like to do, and it just depends on the type of, pork that you do buy, I decided to take it out and then I cut it into strips so it would be easy for me to shred Don't mind my cutting skills. They definitely need some work, and I definitely need some new knives. So if you guys have knife recommendations, please let me know. But I just cut them into strips. That way it's just really easy and simple for me to kind of shred everything up. Once I've gotten all that kind of cut into strips, I'll put it back and really let it soak in the juices and let it cook for a little bit longer until it is done. Once it is done, you guys, I will shred it up, which it pretty much is really easy to shred with your knife and a fork. I have the ciabatta buns right here, which I toasted, and now it's time to make our sandwich. So I'll place the pork on the bottom. The great thing about this recipe is you can add sauces. So I'm adding hot barbecue sauce to it, but if you didn't like barbecue sauce, you can do ranch, you can do anything, which really mix up the sandwich and makes it so good. So after I put it on top of the pork, I will put my coleslaw on top, and if you wanted to, you can add more of the sauce on top. And honestly, you guys, this is just the easiest. It's so good. My family loves it. It's a nice hearty sandwich that fills your belly, but very inexpensive. And you know, if you're on a budget and trying to stretch your money, this is definitely a recipe for you. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.